additional half, but I said, what do you have in the meantime? And he's like, well, I have this film, but I don't know, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, I don't know if you'd be interested in it. He sent it to me, and I was like, oh no, I have to do this.
So you have a post coming out in June, a premiere. Right?
Yes. It was going to be in March, but they pushed it back because they wanted to make it better.
And which one is that, so that our viewers...
It's called Kung Fu and Titties. It's a comedy. It's not what people think it is. It's a comedy, but it's also tongue-in-cheek, and it's just complete...
I just have to say it, Kung Fu and Titties. So
yes.
Where does that come from?
I think the writer and director, he was talking with a friend of his who's also in the film, and they said, what's a great film? And they love the old-fashioned kung fu movies, and they're guys, so they're straight guys, so what do straight guys like? And they're like, you know, we need a movie that has both of these things in it. But it has to be funny. Like, we don't want it to be serious. We want it to be funny. We want to entertain people. Okay, so they just started a script, and it just kind of snowballed. And one of the writers is a woman. It's their director's wife.
Well, it certainly will get everyone's attention when it comes out.
It is.
So everyone, our viewers can look for that, for you.
It's really funny, and I have a great part with Bronson Pinchot. I have a great scene with him, who's really funny and really fun to work with. So.
Nice, very good. So let's talk about Rick's movie, Scrooge in the Hood, and Boston Massacre, and your book. You're a busy man.
I'm pretty busy. Yeah.
You're so busy. So Scrooge in the Hood, you have another premiere. You have you had a soft premiere, and now you have a premiere, another one coming.
Yeah, this is just like an additional screening in Dedham, at the Dedham Community Theater, February 23rd at 9 p.m.
I loved the movie. I loved it. I was disappointed when it was over.
It's funny.
I wanted more.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
A lot of swears.
Yes.
And more.
And more in the books.
More and more.
I think that's become my thing now, is to put as much profanity as I can in everything I do.
Well, George Rayner is very good at it.
Yes, he is.
He's great. He's a great Scrooge. I mean, he just fits the character. Like, he just kind of goes in with it.
Well, we had George on when we had you on before to just to talk about it before your release, and so your Boston Massacre is a 5-part web series, and you're just starting to shoot production?
April is when we start shooting. Like right now I'm doing pre-production. Each episode has a different local director and film crew that's going to work on it, so this is kind of an experimental thing I haven't really done before.
And what is it based on?
Well, there was actually a fake trailer for it in Scrooge in the Hood, with no intention of being shot ever. It was actually kind of humorous in a way, and then I made it a little bit more serious because everybody wanted to see it, and they said, oh, that's too good not to, you got to do something
actually
like that.
To go through with the motions and produce it. That's
People
great.
kept asking, when are you doing that? When are you doing that? And we looked at each other like,
we weren't planning it.
Yeah.
So enough people asked and got you going. So that's good. So we have a clip from there. So why don't we play Boston Massacre clip right now and take a look.
You want to talk to me?
Maybe.
You got information for me?
I might not.
Because if you don't, I'm going to...
Rick, some of that must have hurt. You do your own stunts?
Well, yeah, if you call those stunts.
I call those stunts. Yeah, I mean, well, just for the firearms alone, you have to go through a lot.
Yeah, those were real guns with blanks.
And you had to have somebody on, a firearms person.
Yeah, we usually have somebody around that takes care of that, so
Wow.
Otherwise,
So you got whipped pretty hard
with chains.
I did. I got
with chains.
I'll admit the chain was fake. I added in some Foley sounds afterwards, so it sounded like I was getting hit with a chain, but it was actually a styrofoam chain.
Really?
The pipe hurt though. The pipe hurt.
The pipe. Oh my God.
By the end of it, my nipple was bleeding. I said, "Would you stop hitting me in the nipple?" Really? I'd rather just be hit in the face.
Wow. That Russian roulette reminds me of Rihanna's song. Rihanna has a song about you know, and it's about Russian roulette too. So how did that cage scene that you had there come in your mind
We just made that up, actually.
as you were going along?
Yeah, that was, 'cause this was, we were never going to add to this. So this was going to be just kind of an improv thing, and it was going to be part of Scrooge. Because Scrooge had that like 1970s exploitationist feel to it, so we thought that we'll make something else along those same lines and make it like a coming attraction. You know, we didn't think we would actually go forward with it, so this was kind of like on the fly, and it ended up looking pretty good.
It looked and sounded really good, like it was like it's what you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at it and you're watching it, do you think that you should have made any other changes to it or additions?
Not really. I mean,
Good. Then
we
you're
could have
pleased with
probably
it.
planned it out more. We didn't plan it out at all. That particular clip was like just random.
Wow. So that's Boston Massacre coming out in April.
We're going to start shooting in April.
Shooting in
Probably
April, right.
The first episode might be released on YouTube maybe in the summer.
Okay. And you also have a book, Streets of Rage, right here. If I can get the camera on there.
Yep. Also
And
about crime in Boston.
Also about crime. Did you grow up around crime?
No, but, you know,
'Cause
I'm
you
half
know it.
Italian, so, you know.
Half Italian?
So that, you know, I know a lot of things. And then I have my master's in criminal justice.
Wow, you see, that
So,
is
I
a
guess-
stepping stone
Yeah.
for, you know, everything else that you're doing now.
So I guess I know a little bit about
Yeah,
it.
I would say so. I bet you have to do a lot of research, too, to get some things right so that it's real.
The correct terminology. You know.
In scenes, when you're
Yeah.
shooting scenes. Well, I really appreciate both of you coming and joining us on the set.
Thank you for
And-
having me.
Oh, absolutely. It was great learning more about you. I mean, in a year, I think you're going to be doing more amazing things to add
Well,
to
let's hope
everything.
so.
Both of you. Both of you. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. I didn't say, and that's a wrap.